I remember shaking really bad, but I don't remember what else happened to me.
What happened was Latasha Harris had severe seizures because of a condition during pregnancy called preeclampsia. Little John was delivered prematurely by C-section in order to save Mom's life. Both are now recovering from one of the few remaining potentially fatal complications of pregnancy.
Preeclampsia is a very scary disease. It develops at about mid-pregnancy, usually, and in a period of days, a woman can be dead from seizures.
Dr. Tina Hines isn't treating patients like Latasha. She's a researcher working in the lab to cure preeclampsia. An effort underway in Kansas City could help find cures for many more diseases as well. It's called the Kansas City Area Life Sciences Institute, made up of nearly every health and research organization in the area, from the holistic teachings at the University of Health Sciences to hospitals that treat patients to research facilities. Once working independently, now member organizations realize that if they want national research dollars, the competition is stiff, so they need to join forces. It's like looking for that great job. If you could combine your resume with your colleagues, you're a shoo-in. The members of the Life Sciences Institute will apply for national grants and research projects as a combined entity, tapping the experience and skills of Kansas City's best. Dr. Bill Duncan heads up the effort.
Within 5 to 10 years, in terms of total research volume in the life sciences in the United States, we'd like to be in the top 10. We would have about $500 million a year in supported research in the Kansas City region.
Dr. Hines is just beginning in Kansas City, still unpacking her lab after being wooed away from the well-respected University of Pittsburgh by UMKC's School of Nursing. Collaboration also helps attract the best and the brightest.
I've never seen anything like that in any city where I've ever worked. It was contagious, and it's very infectious, and I caught the energy. And for a research scientist such as myself, it's a treat to work in that kind of environment.
Tina's working at UMKC, but having her in Kansas City helps everyone. In fact, Tina visited the head of the new multi-million-dollar Stowers Institute during her courtship. Stowers plays a leading role in this effort.
Well, I think without a question that the Stowers Institute has been a major catalyst in this whole life sciences initiative activity. The willingness of world-class people to come to Kansas City has been proven to be a very reasonable expectation on everyone's part.
Dr. Peter Smith is a successful researcher at KU Medical Center. He's worked in Kansas City for 14 years.
It'll improve the opportunities that I have to move my research program forward.
That's because even in this day of quick electronic information exchange, Smith says nothing beats face-to-face communication.
Over a cup of coffee or a beer after work, ideas just sort of arise, and these are the real opportunities that allow you to come up with original and creative directions for your research.
And patients will benefit. Ryan Burdick and his family already have. Ryan has a rare form of leukemia. To beat the disease, he needed a specialized stem cell procedure called a haploidentical transplant. It's technology that locally is available only at St. Luke's Hospital. But Ryan is only 17, and St. Luke's can't treat children. So Children's Mercy Hospital got involved, and with the two doctors working together, the Burdicks didn't have to leave Kansas City.
It's difficult enough when we're only 25 miles from the hospital. The support of family and friends is something that you can't replace. We would have gone to whatever hospital we felt like gave us our best chances of success, but we're very glad it was here in Kansas City.
The Life Sciences Institute is also finding support for new research, like a $50 million project called proteomics. Scientists now know a lot more about DNA and the important role proteins play. For example, insulin is a protein, and learning about it saved millions of diabetics. Proteins control cell function, tell your body what to do, but there are a lot of them we know nothing about. So far, scientists have only studied and developed drugs based on a fraction of 1% of all proteins. Still, that little bit of knowledge brought us some of the most widely used blockbuster drugs, like protease inhibitors for AIDS patients, Viagra, Prozac for depression, the widely used antibiotic Augmentin, and a whole lot more. Just think, with a little more work, how much we could discover.
It's a huge undertaking that will involve many, many organizations around the country, so we simply want to be a part of that.
Dr. Michael Day wants to be a part of the growth as well. Just a few months ago, he graduated with his PhD and thought a move to the East or West Coast was inevitable. But Midwest Research Institute offered the native Kansas Citian a job.
I'm kind of a unique position that I'm hoping that I can grow along with this Kansas City Life Sciences Initiative. It's kind of starting now and it's in its first few years, just as I'm in my first few years of my career. I hope that I can continue to grow along with the initiative and stay in Kansas City my whole life.
That hope for growth involves more than just the scientific community. Related businesses like drug companies will relocate and build in Kansas City and provide jobs. Schools will gain more support with outreach programs and tax dollars. And local businesses will see more people and more money. Becoming a top 10 life science research center, it's a hefty goal.
People often ask me, do I think that's doable? Absolutely, I think it's doable.
Experts say it can be done.
It is a unique opportunity. It is something that you just don't find everywhere, and I find that exciting. I think that all research scientists here should really take advantage of it. We're poised for success, I think.
The fact of the matter is that we have some very strong assets within this community. We simply need to foster that and essentially give it time, and Kansas City will reap the benefits.